So she'll have her toy laptop, and she's having these conversations with people about how we need to set your financial foundation, how we need to protect it. So we have these conversations ongoingly all the time.
So hi everyone, welcome to TLG Live. We're just catching up today. We're just chopping it up today. Okay, I've got Lavaisha here. She is our top leader, top producer, and I guess we're going to just talk about finances, how she got where she is, how this event, this is our second day of boot camp. It has been amazing, and not just because I am saying so, I'll let Lavaisha confirm, but it has been phenomenal. So let's just start with just formal introductions. I'm Regina Eze, the CEO of True Legacy Life Group. This is Lavaisha Davis. I'll let you do the honors.
Yes, hello everybody. I'm Lavaisha Davis. Very happy to be here as a True Legacy Life Group leader. So I'm looking forward to our chat that we're going to have.
Yes, this is girly talk. This is all girl talk. Okay. By the way, in keeping with the tradition of having this company being owned by my humble self, our first female CEO of an IMO, it was absolute honor to have two, not one, but two of our leaders, of our ladies, become ring owners today. They're outproducing the men. Okay, they're outproducing the men. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so Lavaisha, let's go back to your journey, how you got into the industry and how you've been able to pivot, to navigate, to trash the men and get to where you are at the moment.
Absolutely. So for me, financial services wasn't my original career path. I actually wanted to go to medical school, so I was a biology major.
Me too. We never talked about this. I'm a biology major too.
Oh gosh.
Oh
yes.
wow.
Yes, and that was where I was going. But it was a little bit of tragedy that triggered change for us. It was a twofold. So in 2014, unfortunately, my brother was a victim of violence. And as a result of that, he passed away. And kind of the pain my mother went through losing her only son was devastating. But it was even more devastating watching my mother grieve, but had to go to work right after losing her only son because we just did not have the affairs in order. You know, she couldn't afford to grieve too long. She started to get to work. And my brother didn't have his affairs in order, so we started to prepare to bury him. So it was just a challenging time. But we were already entrepreneurs by this time, my husband and I. Like it was so we thought we had it figured out, only to find out we hadn't had anything figured out because we're still sitting here in a financial mess with an unforeseen death. So from there, I just started to educate myself, on other ways that we can be more financially successful. So fast forward, I'm attending events in a pursuit to educate myself. I actually had started financial coaching by this time because I realized we weren't the only entrepreneurs that didn't know what we were doing. So now I'm educating other people how to separate business and personal finances, actually how to grow their personal finances. And I attended an event that Doug happened to be speaking at and was just as mind-blowing as he is today. It was mind-blowing for me then. And I was just like, hey, I need to get with this guy because my clients need that. And I reach out to him like, hey, I would love to send clients your way because they need exactly what you were describing. Only for him to tell me like, no, but you could get your license and you can help them yourself. Yeah. Didn't know I was going to get a license, got my license. And that was in 2019 when I met Doug. Got my license March of 2020, a week before the world shut down. So that was crazy. But even being in insurance in this short amount of time, I've still been able to accomplish something great, all because I decided to work with someone, repeat what they were doing, like do a case by case, word for word. And here we are. Now I get to sit with you and be a ring earner, one of the first ring earners in TLG. So this is just like a full circle moment. Like I don't even know how to enjoy it.
I'm not sure why you're surprised you got a ring. You are Lavaisha, okay? You, since the moment you started working with Douglas, you have been like you said, rinse and repeat, copy and paste, and it's working. Mm-hmm. And just to see your growth, because I remember exactly when you just first started, and look at you now.
Yes.
And even listening to you speak when you're presenting yesterday, there's just so much confidence because if you've really matured and grown in the industry, and just your confidence, and everybody's looking over to Lavaisha. Lavaisha, what do you think? Lavaisha, how will you do this? So I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud to have a woman just being at the forefront and just showing them how it's done. So thank you for that.
Yes. Thank you for being in the front as well. Sometimes, even though we know women really running the show,
Women running the show,
we be in the background.
Yes.
Gina said, no, we're in the front.
We're in the front this time. But I have to give the credit to Douglas, my husband, because I was always like, okay, I'll just be at the back and you. And he says, no. He is probably the most supportive person ever. He would push me to be in the front in whatever it is. He's not afraid to just fall back and let me be in front. Let the woman lead. Let my wife also have her moment. Many times I'm like, that's okay. You just do the talking. And he would say, no. I need them to hear you. I need people to hear you talk. So come on and speak. So thank you. Kudos to him. He's not here right now.
Yes. But we're still sending thank yous even from the podcast. And I like to thank Doug because I always had something in the back of my mind, knew that there was going to be more to this, right?
Yes.
And Doug encouraged, no, we have to have this holistic, comprehensive approach when we are serving the people. We cannot be just one-trick ponies.
Yes.
So not only did that encourage me to get insurance license, now as I am a registered investment advisor, as I'm in pursuit of other designations, all of this is because Doug's you got to keep teaching yourself, keep learning, keep pushing. You have to, people are counting on us, and we have to be able to deliver and fulfill. So it's just constant encouragement from Doug all the way around. So it's just a big kudos.
And I think was a bigger mindset shift, because I think most of the reasons why our people are not just pivoting, why they're just not moving forward in life, is just because we're stuck in a certain mindset. And I think at least we can start with financial services, teaching our people what it is to, learning financial services. That's key. I feel like children need financial services. We need to start them young, teaching them how to manage money, teaching them how to, what to do with money. Because everybody needs this service. Everybody needs to have some level of financial understanding.
Absolutely.
So how is it for you? Because I know you have a bunch of girls as kids.
Yes.
How is it for you, them watching mommy as what she does? Are you letting them know, not just what I do, but this is why it's important to know what I do?
Oh, for sure. It is an open conversation. Finances are an open conversation in our house, almost to the point my mama, she kind of cringes. Because, of course, in my upbringing, it was not an open conversation.
Right.
But we gladly discuss about income, expenses, investments, insurance.
Yes.
Those are our 4 things that we talk about pretty regularly. My 2 oldest daughters can probably tell you the difference between whole life and index universal life better than me, almost. But we do it with them. They like to sell bracelets. So they they sell their bracelets. That's considered income. But then there's expenses associated with that.
Yes.
And what you have left is we like to work our money down to zero not because we're spending it, but because it always has a place to go.
That's right.
So they know they need to put it in a place. They'll come and ask us, hey, can we put this in my life insurance? Oh, can I put this in my checking account so I can use it for lunch just so they can spend it on snacks? Why do you want to spend your money on snacks? And then my youngest likes to imitate me. So she'll have her toy laptop, and she's having these conversations with people about how we need to set your financial foundation, how we need to protect it. So we have these conversations ongoingly all the time.
That's super cute. That made me laugh.
Oh, I laugh all the time.
Because I can imagine her in her little computer pretending to be talking to imaginary people.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And she does it. I have to listen. Who is she talking? Oh, there's nobody on that. That's her toy. She's in there having a time, and she's educating the people, so do your thing.
So my goal is for this company to be run completely by women.
Yes.
And having you by my side as one of the top leaders, for me, is exciting, and I'm looking forward to so much more. But how do you feel about, at this moment, being the only female leader in TLG?
Oh,
what are
wow.
your thoughts?
Oh, my gosh. I don't think I thought about it. I think, now that you mention it, I feel like there was always some level of pressure, because when God gave me all daughters, I was like, what is this about? Like, I can't even do hair. Like, what are we doing here? What? So
I can't do hair.
I feel like there was a divine purpose already applied to me or to my life to help be the trailblazer for women, because we are underrepresented in this industry. 100%. We still make up a small percentage, like maybe 30% of financial professionals. Less than that once we started getting into designations and certifications. So it's like when I chose to even carve this path, when I chose like I'm gonna take this path, I knew it was gonna come with some work. So being the only female leader right now, as I think about it, lets me know I'm on the right path. It's like confirming that for me. But I'm gonna do the work, ladies. We in here. The doors. We just kicking the doors open.
Yes.
Only is temporary.
Yes.
Only is temporary. Like it's gonna be plenty of us.
Well, you can't compete with this one because she likes to compete.
I do.
She does.
I
do.
Looks
at the numbers. Wait a minute. I've got work to do. That's my number? No.
Yes. Like I want to go to work right now. Like I got to finish the boot camp. Let me finish the boot camp. I was taking meetings while I was at the boot camp.
I know. I saw you in the room taking meetings.
Yes. Got to take meetings while I'm here. But the boot camp has been amazing.
It's been fantastic. Thank you.
Is it what you had thought it would be?
It's everything I thought it would be.
Okay.
I think Douglas he underestimated it just a little bit, but I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's weird because he's usually the optimistic one.
Yeah, because I guess people are not used to being back full in the office and people like to work from home. So he was hoping that most people will come in the office and not log in on Zoom. Mm-hmm. And I was setting up the space because I was sure people are gonna fill out the room. And even as I was filling out the room, he was still saying, "Are you sure?" It's a lot of cheers. And I'm like, "Nope, they're gonna come. They already registered. They're not gonna register and not come." Mm-hmm. So I was very glad to see
the room packed.
Yes. And tonight is even gonna be more packed.
Yes, it is. I'm excited about tonight. I got my flats.
Me too.
I am excited about that, and I think Doug just underestimates his influence. Like
he does, which I find very humbling. Yeah. And I talk about it with him all the time. He still sometimes he pinches himself, like we've grown. TLG has grown in such a short period of time. We've grown.
It seems like a short period of time. Like really, TLG has probably been in the works for 20 plus
something years. Yeah.
Like it seems like it's been a short period of time, but. You know, he's been putting a lot of work in.
Yeah. TLG, the company, is still relatively, I guess, new. Mm-hmm. But the vision behind it, the mission the vision has been the same. The mission only got bigger. So we're watching it.
Yes.
And it's amazing to watch.
It is.
And if you know anything about us or Douglas, you will know that he's 28 years deep in the game. Mm-hmm. And he's well respected in the industry. So this swift growth isn't an accident. This is this is what it was meant to be. Yeah.
So we have been jam packed with, of course, the knowledge.
Yes.
The carriers came and equipped us even more with how to really use these tools.
That's good.
Because most agents don't even know their product selection. Yeah. They're still depending on home office to do illustrations and plan sets and things like that. You got to know your products. Yeah, so to have the carriers come here and teach us about the products, teach us how to navigate the products, how to design the products, is what makes us special, because we know that we are giving what's best for the client.
Right. I'm not just telling them anything.
No.
It's tailored down to your particular needs.
Yes.
And that's what makes TLG unique. So I was just looking at my fingers and I realized I have another owner of this ring. Okay.
Yes.
So now we're going to be rocking our rings together.
Absolutely.
As top producers.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to you getting it.
I am looking forward to it as well.
Yes.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So what are you going to say to new agents coming in? What would you advise them on how to get onboarded, the trainings? What's important for them to know? Like the first basic things that you learned coming in. And so you can tell us the first things you learned, and then tell us, out of all of those things, which were the most important things and which ones were the ones that you still kind of, further steps to today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So first things first with new agents, what I would recommend, and when I say new agent, I'm saying one, if you come in unlicensed, right? If you come in unlicensed, like hit the ground running in pursuit of your license. It doesn't need to be this drawn out period of time because you're overthinking things. Hit the ground running in pursuit of that. Like get your study materials, sit for your exam. Because once you get licensed, now you can start the contracting process where you can now you can get into these systems and now you can take a look around, right? But from there, now that you're licensed, what I would recommend right away is getting with someone that has had success, someone within our organization, some of our leaders, some of our managers, who getting with someone right away and hosting appointments together. That was what got me on the fast track with sitting in multiple appointments with Doug when I first started out. It was helping me watch his presentation skills, his communication skills, all of his tips and tricks, his sayings. Like, oh, let me put that in the box. Like, put that in the box. How he was being able to illustrate things to the clients to get them to see things visually. All of that matters. Like, every word you say matters when you're having conversations with people. So that's what you kind of get that hands-on learning. So new agents, don't draw out the process of getting your license. Get in, get that done. And then don't draw out the process before you start sitting down in front of people. Just don't do it alone. Do it with a leader so you can learn quickly. It's definitely what I would recommend because that's what was different for me. What I'm still doing to this day now is how to fulfill different needs. Because we're finding we're making the money. There's a lot of high income earners out there, but they're missing a lot of strategic planning. Life insurance can be the solution to so many financial problems, but we got to find it.
Right.
So I guess I would recommend that to new agents too, really learning how to uncover the problems that your client or your prospect may be going through so you can provide real solutions.
Right.
So new agents, you heard it. Get started, get appointments, keep going, never stop learning.
I like it in that order.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, in that order.
In that order. Okay, so I'm big on, I'm not sure how many times you've heard me say this, but I'm very big on women for this agency, and I'm big on us expanding and growing. So let's talk about recruitment, because we just don't want to recruit people just because we want the numbers. Mm-hmm. We're looking at empowering women. Because women are we're the heads of the households. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know this. The men are going to argue this, but a woman knows what the family needs, mm-hmm. right? So, if we're having presentations with just a husband, we will hope that his wife is there because she's the one that will think things through and analyze what the family needs more than the man. And I'm sorry, guys, but it's true. So that being said, we really, really, really want to empower our women, okay, our women of color, because we all need it. I read that an insurance agent is an average insurance agent is a 50-year-old white man. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why that is, but we are trying to change that game. Mm-hmm. So, Lavaisha, what would you say in terms of recruiting? How are you planning on building your team? And what is the strategies you're going to use? And also, like, what is the psychology behind, like, expanding your team? Like, it's not just about the money, mm-hmm. not for us, okay? We really, really, really want to help families. So what would you say in regards to how you plan to expand and get your team, and what's the goal of building that team?
So for me, definitely want to attract more women. Like, that's target. Not to say we're going to reject men that want to join. We're not going to reject you, but definitely targeting more women because we are in line to receive the biggest wealth transfer. There's going to be a lot of money that touches hands from baby boomers into millennials' hands over the next 10, 15 years. The majority of those are women. And we feel better when we work with other women because we know each other. We can relate. We know each other's problems and pain points. So making sure that we can create more women that can help those women. Like, that's the goal, because there are going to be people that need financial advisory and information, and they're going to want to work with other women. And that's 30% that we are today. It's not going to cut it. So we got to grow that number significantly. So our biggest effort is to empower and educate. Once you learn for yourself what you are capable of achieving financially, you're going to be encouraged to want to go tell other people. and to get other, and how you can help other people do the same thing. So we're offering that opportunity day in and day out when we do events. Not our financial seminar events are not just for you to learn your financial information for yourself, but also how you could take advantage of the opportunity.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are hosting those in Atlanta, of course, because the TLG is nationwide here, right?
Yes.
We plan to host those in Texas, so we are going to be expanding our reach.
That's
where
right.
we're going to go where the ladies are. That's what we're doing. We're going to go where the ladies are.
So wait, let me ask this one because I don't like rejections. I do not like hearing no for an answer. So how do you deal with rejections? How do you cope with talking to clients who just don't understand what you're talking about? Who don't, again, the mindset, right? Don't can't figure out what you mean. What do you mean by life insurance can be used while I'm alive? Like, I'm not ready for that. So I'm not interested. How do you talk to those people? How do you get through, just them saying no, just leaving them feeling defeated?
Yes. So I never feel defeated. I don't take any objection or rejection personal. It's not me. I actually take accountability. Like, okay, so somewhere in my process, I didn't make the transformation.
Right.
Because there has to be a mental transformation in order for you to even understand the concept.
It's true.
Okay, so I wasn't successful. I'll ask the client, like, okay, so just tell me where in there was it confusing for you or not clear enough that this could be a solution that you and your family could benefit greatly from. And I take that feedback and apply it to prevent other rejections and objections. But those that get it, get it. And I don't take them as a no, I take it as a not right now.
Right.
Because you're going to come across some video, some information, some life-scaring event that's going to have you call me back.
Yes.
Like, that is going to happen. So I don't take it as a no, I take it as a not right now. But what I would encourage everyone to do, because we are in an industry where, you may hear 1,000 no's before you get one yes.
Yeah.
Tracking those no's. Why are people telling you no?
That's right.
Because this is something that they need. It's not like we're selling Kirby vacuums. Like, this is really something that they need. So why are they telling you no? So you could do the proper assessment of yourself, refine your skills, and keep going. That's all the no's are. They're lessons. It's like, okay, I have to learn from this. So that's what I do with objections all the time. I track them, and I just make sure that those people still have access to me when they're ready to change their mind.
Absolutely. Damn, I love that. Look at that. Not a no, just saying not right now.
Yes, that's it.
All right, finally, last question, and I'll let you go. I promise.
I mean, we could,
So, I know, right? So wait, how do you stay motivated? Because, you're working for yourself, right? And I'm sure life happens. It happens to all of us. So how do you remind yourself to keep your head in the game? How do you have children, all right? That also gets life. That's part of life getting in the way. But you have your numbers to hit. You have these clients that need you. How do you keep yourself reminding yourself, like, this is what you're called to do, and keep yourself motivated? What do you do?
That's exactly it, is being aware of my why and keeping it in front of me. I think a very underestimated aspect of entrepreneurship, period, is the balance of wins and losses. Like, in entrepreneurship, probably about 96% of the time you feel like you're losing, you're behind, you're upset, you're overwhelmed, you're discouraged. Like, it feels like that. And then you get a good win, and it's like you probably get that about 4% of the time, because now we're right back to feeling overwhelmed and just distraught. So it's just kind of those wins combined with the why motivates me regularly. Like, I remember how I felt when I closed my biggest case.
Yeah.
I remember how it felt to be listed as top producer when a man held that role for 7 years in a row, and I was the one that broke that record. Like, I remember what that felt like. And then my why, I am here to build something greater than me. I'm not doing this for me. I'm just the wealth starter in my family.
Yes.
I'm just the vessel.
Yes.
So I am doing this because I know my daughters are going to come behind me and kill it. My job is just to create the energy and the space for them to dominate in. So that is my why. Every single time, I am just here to lead the pack because the pack is coming behind me like Nicole Murphy. You know when Nicole Murphy walked through with her daughters, like I'm just like, yes, that's how you do it. So yes, that's my why. That's how I stay motivated.
I love it. I love every part of it. Okay, I'm gonna keep you here all day, so I'm gonna let you go.
No, that was great.
But before I let you go, I want to say we absolutely love what you do and all the value you bring. And let's kill it. Let's build this thing. Let's show them how it's done.
Yes.
Let's show them how it's done, Lavaisha.
Yes, we're going to show them.
Show them how it's done.
It's going to be Ladies 2025.
It's going to be Ladies 2025. We'll show up and show out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Lavaisha.
Thank you, Gina.
Thank you for coming to chat with me. So people are going to be trying to figure out who is Lavaisha. Where do we reach out to Lavaisha? Actually, yeah, please reach out to her, okay? She's a beast. So let them know where to find you.
Yeah, so I try to keep it simple for everybody. I know my name is complicated enough to spell, so I try to just go by that on everything. So my handles on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, it's just Lavaisha Davis. That's LAVAISHA. You can also get my information at lavaisha.com. So all my social media handles are there and other information and other ways that we can connect.
Thank you. Like, follow, subscribe. This is just getting started, okay? It's going to get juicier.
Yes, yes. So share this video.
Share this video. Thank you.
All right.
All right.